EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from the Superdome. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Jarvis Brownlee in on the tackle. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Another run here with Kamara. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. He's got his man, that's Olave. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, New Orleans.
And the Saints, 1st down. Let's go. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shuck. That one caught Devon Bailey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go get him.
The air once more. Shuck. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his
throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
McCarthy now going to start with a pass. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Second and 10. Here's McCarthy. Forced out wide. He's going to dial up another deep ball. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. on 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Jets.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He gets this complete to Mitchell. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got his team a first down.
14-yard line.
In motion now, it's stopped. Throwing again is McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. And he will get into the end zone. Tyler Scott, touchdown, New York. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Touchdown. Out is Folk to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go!
To the air is Shuck. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. To throw is Shuck. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Okay, ready?
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out, and he's He's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
His pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shuck looking to throw on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
70 Lions.
On the give, this is Kamara. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jarvis Brownlee in on the tackle. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
19, shot, check up.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, Shuck. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go. And here's Shuck. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. The Jets have the advantage. More from New Orleans after this. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Open man downfield. That's the tight end, Taylor. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That's right side and caught by Taylor.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A gain of 7.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He's got it at the 7, and he's into the end zone. What a response! Mason Taylor, touchdown, New York.
Nick Folk for the extra point.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther, take over.
On first down, they'll start out with Camara.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
On second down, here's a run with Camara. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now shut. He's got his man, that's Olave. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 22
That's
yards.
his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Shuck. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 8.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 8.
Go.
Chuck. That one out wide for Camara. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
19 tight.
The air once more. Shot. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, Move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
A minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Ready.
3rd and long.
70 Lions.
From the gun, it's shot. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Javon Vele was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
60 Eagles.
He'll look to throw. He got for the 1st down. A nice throw from the 2nd round pick. It'll get him a 1st down.
That's good.
You just love to see this effort, especially on times to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. The clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12.
60 Bison. 6. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
19, 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Chuck going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. The Saints move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
13.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
McCarthy to the air on second down. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be. Because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open. He tries to lead his guy. Just puts a little too much in front.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
On second down, it's Shuck. Back deep for Olave. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 3rd and long, here's Shuck. And he's got Homer. It's complete. Down the sideline. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Here comes the screen to Jones. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer. and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
On second down, here's McCarthy. This one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Chuck to throw on second down. Quick throw here is complete. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Third down, and here is Shuck. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Brings up second and goal.
Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Hey, black left, no push, no push. Ready?
To the air again is Shuck. The Jets come up with the takeaway. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's complete. It's Arian Smith. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
At this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns, not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 41 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Kamara. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
18 Cardinal. Take go.
Now shot. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing is shot. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Mason Smith, he gets into drop-up, and it's going to set up 4th and goal. They'll go, and here's Shuck. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Ravon Bailey, touchdown New Orleans.
So by nature, Mike, you know I am a guy that is generally aggressive on 4th down, but I'm not sure if I was the coach that I would even be this aggressive. I mean, it was 4th and long, but hey, listen. They have confidence in their offense. They have confidence in their group. And, hey, who are we to second-guess them?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Open man downfield. That's the tight end, Taylor. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 54 yards.
First down. A pickup on the play of 54 yards. And the Jets first down.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Dragon 60. Rocco 80.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Throwing on second down, Shuck. That's going to be incomplete. Good work from the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
18 Cardinal.
Now Shuck on third down. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 67 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the air once more. Shuck. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Shuck. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Jets, first down.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. An uncomfortable set receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Good for a Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
They send a receiver in motion left. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Fighting for the goal line. They're gonna stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
That's another Jets, first down. 1st and goal, New York.
Jones, and he's not gonna get in.
Goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike. What they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get, the offensive line.
Not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take their chances?
Allen will take this one in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Big play coming here for the Jets as they will set up for two.
The Jets will line up for a two-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone for two. And this game is tied.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The right side to Olave. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
It's 3rd down, and here is Shuck. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. 17 yards that time to number 17.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
To the air again is Shuck. You look middle here, and there's Olave. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down. To throw is Shuck. Quick throw here is complete. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. Now, here's a timeout. They will indeed take it with 5 seconds left. Chance for a field goal to win this game. It is 2nd down and 5.
Set.
Kamara. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. And they'll get the timeout called here. It comes with just 1 second left on the clock. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one, a win for the Saints. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory.